I want to hear your 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just
no, I was going to go right into that.
Obvious.
I was going to go right into that.
I need to know.
Number 5, and I'm maybe being a little bit bullish, but we're talking about just now 3 games.
I know who you're going to say.
Yeah, who am I going to say?
Are you going to say Terence Davis?
Yeah, I'm going to say Terence Davis.
I'm going to say Terence Davis too. But I want to hear
He's so good.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because the second unit, for the most part, between Mitchell, Monk, and Holmes, haven't done shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they were pretty good. They look better against the Warriors. Like Holmes had like 15 points. And he looks a little bit more comfortable. I still think he's trying to get into the flow of things. Mitchell had like 4 fouls in under 5 minutes to start against the Warriors. Clunking 3-pointers off the rim.
Oh, God.
Like Monk, I was watching the end of the Warriors game again, and it's like the Kings just kept taking threes at the end of the game. And I saw that Brendan Nunes had tweeted during the game, like, when the Kings were getting on the, they were getting in the inside pretty easy there. It's kind of bad that they're getting away from it here late, because it's like Murray took a 3 and missed. I think like Monk took a 3 and missed. Fox took a 3 and missed. And then like Monk, I think they got an offensive rebound, and it was really late, and they needed to get like points, or I think they were down like 4 or 5 at the time. And he just kind of like came up. I think he got a dribble handoff coming up off the wing, came up towards the top and did like a step back 3 and aired it. And it's just like, the hell? So it's just like,
that was rough.
It's just like, what the hell are you doing? And, but the guy that like, and it really hurt the team when he fouled out on Sunday night. Terence Davis, he gets the ball and he's just going right at it, and he's converting shots, and he's looks pretty good from 3. And he's just aggressive. He's getting to the basket, and I don't know, man. He's been exactly what you needed off the bench, and he doesn't care who he's guarding, how it works. And like I said, and credit to Monk too, but Terence Davis has looked really engaged on the defensive end. He's gotten better. He got called out in the first preseason game. He didn't look great defensively in opening night, but he's gotten better, and he's like I said, he's coming pretty good on backside help and playing on a string and whatnot. Obviously, he's not an exceptional defender, but like that's what you need that getting that cohesive nature to the defense where things are going to actually start producing stops. And I think on both ends of the floor, he plays with the grit, and he just plays hard. I don't know. I just love that undrafted underdog mentality. And like I said a couple of times, it's a contract year for him. He's fighting for minutes from the start and through the whole way. He's always going to be essentially fighting for minutes. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, you're not getting a ton of production out of Harrison Barnes, but Terence Davis is just, I think he's just been the 5th player on your team, and maybe that's not a good thing. I'm not saying that's a great thing for Terence Davis, but I don't think that's a good thing for the Kings. But he's just been great,
Yeah, he has been great, and like you said, it shouldn't be Terence Davis, and it's really not a good thing for the Kings. It honestly should be Harrison Barnes, and then Malik Monk, and then Rashawn Holmes. That should be the order, and it's disappointing to see Barnes, Monk, and Holmes kind of struggle to start the season. It's especially Barnes. It's just like, dude, what the hell? But
yeah, it should be that order. It should be that order because look at the contracts and number in the order of price. Those guys are up there as some of the more expensive contracts on the team.
Yes, exactly. And I think we're Davis fans here. I think Davis is going to take over as like our Damian Jones from last year, just kind of like an undrafted. I don't know, was Damian Jones drafted? He probably was, but just a guy.
Warriors.
Yeah, okay, he was drafted by the Warriors, and just a guy who has to fight for a spot in this league, and kind of behind a couple of guys on the depth chart, but he's taking, like we said it, like if he's right there to pick up some minutes if someone's struggling. And Monk hasn't looked that good to start the season. He looked a little better against the Warriors, but Davis, he, like you said, he's looked aggressive, and he's looked like he's shooting the 3-ball well, and that's what you need from guys off the bench, especially if your big, 6-man in Monk. I mean, he scored 0 points against the Clippers. So Davis, he's just looked good, and you expect him to play like that all the time. That's what you love. Whether he's starting, whether he's a third string shooting guard, wherever he is, he's gonna play with that same kind of tenacity, and he's showing it this year, and you just love to see it. And you wish he wasn't your best player at the moment, but you got to give credit to him, and hopefully the other guys like Barnes and Monk and Holmes, like we mentioned, who should be competing for that fifth spot, they see it and they step up their game, because the Kings won't be good if those three continue, or four if you count Mitchell on there too. Continue to play, and I don't think they will. And it's just so early, like, can't say that enough, but it is frustrating. They have to play better. Like, that's it.
Yeah. But just on Terence Davis, just to kind of throw a nice little friendly dig at Bob Fitzgerald again. They were talking about Terence Davis because Kelowna Azubuike's like, man, Terence Davis just gets the ball and wants to do one thing. And Bob Fitzgerald's like, yeah, I was almost thinking it was the other Terence Davis, the one that scored 50 points in a game. Like, he said that dead ass serious. He's talking about Terrence Ross.
Yeah.
You freaking idiot. Love you. I love you, Bob Fitzgerald. But
Terrence Ross. That's funny.
Yeah.
Kind of,
because I think he did that on the Raptors. He did it on the
yeah.
Raptors, and Davis came from the Raptors. I get it. Both named Terrence, but it was just funny.
Shooting. But like,
no
honestly, if Terence Davis, I've never thought about this comparison, but if Terence Davis can be like a Terrence Ross guy, good score off the bench, athletic guy, get people pumped up. I mean, Ross is just a good 6-man scorer, shooting guard off the bench, and that's what you need Davis as. I don't know. I don't. You just said that. I'm like, that'd be awesome if he could be what Terrence Ross is, like an electric scorer off the bench. And I can see how you can get the two mixed up. I think they both shooting guards, headbands, they have similar types of play. So
that's fair. That's fair.